Host Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat and cotton from yesterday. The grains were lower early, but the corn and beans quietly rallied during the daily session, with corn closing essentially unchanged, while beans closed up 21 by the bushel. KC wheat continues to try to get low enough to compete with the rest of the world, closing down another 17 by the bushel. Persistent dry weather in parts of Argentina and to a lesser extent Brazil has finally started to get the market's attention, as good crops in South America are currently figured into the world supply-demand calculus. 4.0 million bushels of U.S. beans were sold overnight to an unknown buyer. Many times that is the communist Chinese. It had an effect on futures today. Export sales of corn from the U.S. are currently behind last year's pace, but cash basis levels in the Corn Belt were very strong of late, up 25 to 50 cents by the bushel just in the last few days due to a lack of farmer selling. Corpus Christi's public elevator in ADM is open this week for Milo trucks 8 to 245. Cargill is open for trucks just Tuesday and Thursday this week, 7 to 3. For more information on corn, beans, and wheat and how to market your grains, John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. Maybe a quick look at cotton. Those futures began the new week trading with losses. December held firm near the day's lows for most of the session, while the other front month attempted an intraday comeback. Futures ultimately could not hold on, closed 93 to 125 points in the red. There's your corn, beans, wheat, and cotton. Never this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The location in High. Call Keno at 830-868-0200. That's PMI High. Neighbor, let's take a look at meats from yesterday. USDA saw the pork carcass cut out at 89.52 in the afternoon, up by 189. The bellies were 659 stronger at 99.76. The fresh bacon index 1037 lower at 145.91. USDA's estimated federal slaughter 493,000 head, up 5,000 from last week. Wholesale box prices in the afternoon: $254.53 in the choice, $228.53 in the select. The choice was $270 higher, but the select was $584 lower. USDA says federal slaughter 128,000 head, matching last week. Oklahoma City's feeder auction review showed lighter volume of 6,500 head, 53% steers, 75% under 6 weight. Cash unestablished. Last week we were 154 to 155, which is 3 higher in the south, 156 to 158 in the north. Neighbor, there's your meat moves from Monday. We are on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. We're going over how well the sale went in Mason. Ken, how did it go?
You bet, Larry. With all the good rains like we talked about having, 3 to 4 or 5 inches in lots of this area, we ended up with 807 head of cattle. I thought overall the market opened up this week after being off last week. The holidays, strong demand on all classes of calves and yearlings. I thought overall the stocker steers probably sold 10 to 15 higher. Had a group of 2 steers weighed 490 at 214, a little over right at $1,049 on those 490 pounders. I thought the stocker heifers also sold 5 to 15 higher. The feeder steers, they sold probably $5 to $8 higher. Had a group of 4 steers weighed 761 at $154, right at $1,172. Had another deal of 3 head of steers at 655 at $170 at $1,113 and some change on those. I thought the feeder heifers, they sold $3 to $5 higher. Packer cows probably sold 2 to 3 higher, while bulls were overall sold steady. Just didn't have a lot of real high yielding bulls today, but I thought overall steady on that market. Pairs bred cows sold steady on limited test days. So overall a good sale, Larry.
Got a sale Thursday and Saturday of this week, don't we?
You better look for a pretty good run with the way the market is on Thursdays. We didn't have a sale last week, and then we'll follow up in on Saturday at 10 o'clock. Got about 3,300 head that we'll be offering good females on starting at 10 o'clock. We've got about, I think, close to 550-something pairs, about 1,200 bred cows, 800 bred heifers, and about, I think, 600-something open heifers, Larry. A lot of cattle will be offered there. We've got the listing all up on our website already, or they can call us. We'll fax them some information, whatever it be. But love to see everybody up here at 10 o'clock on Saturday. If you can't make it, it is live on the internet too, Larry. You can go to our website at jordan.cattle.com and find all the info right there, or give us a call.
All right, the number to call.
You better, area code 325-372-5159, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.
Neighbor, did you know that the Millworks division at MG Building Materials is a great place to look when you want to upgrade your home? That division carries a full line of wood, aluminum, and vinyl windows. What a great upgrade. We've got vinyl windows in our house down here on the bay, and they sure are pretty from the inside and out. The possibilities for those upgrades are endless with the help of MG and their 5 locations. They've got one in San Antonio, got one in Corpus, got one in Uvalde, got one in Kerrville, and they have one in Pleasanton. That's MG Building Materials. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite. It's Monday night, looking down the throat of a sheep and goat sale on Tuesday in Fredericksburg. What's it going to be like, Sean?
I was still thinking we'll get somewhere kind of close to what we had last week. We don't have quite as many on a Monday night like we did before Thanksgiving, but hopefully they'll come in the morning and we'll get close to that 3. See how it rolls out in the morning. And on the cattle end, still shaping up to be a good sale in Fredericksburg on Wednesday. Thinking we'll get something like that before the holidays, somewhere around that 1,500 to 1,700. Got quite a few calls today. People are going to sell some, so it's shaping up to be a good cattle sale on Wednesday.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Sean.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Klein Spear, Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, how is the sheep and goat sale shaping up?
Pretty good, Larry. Kind of coming off the holiday here. We got 175 on the yard. Kind of think a little lighter run around that 500 head range. Sure nice to see a little rain around last week for some guys. So looking for a pretty good market there on kind of a limited number tomorrow. So should be a good day to be selling a few, and definitely have them if you need them.
How do you feel about the cattle sale come Thursday?
I think we'll be pretty good. We're drying out a little bit around. We've already got probably 100 standing here on the yard for Thursday right now, so probably around that 600 to 700 head range, and ought to be an active market with some range around, especially on those calves and yearlings. We ought to be seeing a little uptick in them, so looking forward to that.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Klein.
Call us the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Larry.
I'm down on the farms, Larry Marble, here at the kitchen table with my friend RD from D&D Farm and Ranch. RD, I need a squeeze chute, and I understand you can hook me up.
Well, yes, sir. We got a fully manual squeeze chute here. It's built well and tough. I'd say Texas tough even. We ordered too many of them, so we're now putting them on special for you. Normally these chutes would go for $6,000. For any customer that mentions this ad today, we're going to cut that price down to $4,500 for you.
And that's the Maverick Squeeze Chute, D&D's brand. RD's the man to contact. RD, tell him how to get a hold of you.
Reach me in here at the office at 830-379-7340. My extension is 161.
We are on the line with Jim Wheeler from Atascosa Livestock, Pleasanton. Jim, how's the sale coming up for Tuesday?
Pretty decent. We got 5 1/4 in tonight with about 100 cows. Cow paid 50 or 60 of those in the morning. A couple of pairs on the yard. Quality of calves really good. We've got quite a few bunches that have been worked. They're going away from 5. Oh, we got a few steers and they're going to weigh 7, 7.5. Pretty easy. Should end up with around 6 1/4 by sale time. Probably about 125 to 30 cows.
Well, good. I'm glad you caught some moisture. Glad you got some cattle to sell in Pleasanton. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Jim.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk with you after the sale.
Thank you, sir.
Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Laredo. Contact the Hondo store at 830-426-2912. That's 830-426-2912. Remember, that's PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes from Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, how did the Monday sale turn out?
Well, it went good, Larry. We ended up catching some more cattle today. We kind of had the pretty weather and yesterday or late yesterday afternoon and this morning, so got a few of them, got a few more of them out. Ended up with 926 head. Market fully steady. The 2 to 4 better, just kind of across the board from the last sale. Cows, Packer cows, and calf and yearling. Just about everything a little bit better. So that's all good news. Not seeing any stocker cows, pairs or breds to really test the market. The Packer cows, 70 to 78 on your high yielding cows, 68 to 74 on your breakers, 34 to 58 on your canners. The Packer bulls, 92 to 98 on your high yielding, 74 to 92 on the low to medium yielding bulls. The 2 to 3 weight choice steers, 182 to 224. Heifer mates, 142 to 164. 3 to 4 weight choice steers, 174 to 210. Heifer mates, 146 to 164. 4 to 5 weight choice steers, 168 to 194. Heifer mates, 146 to 162. 162. The 5 to 6 weight choice steers, 160 to 188. Heifer mates, 140 to 154. 6 to 7 weight choice steers, 148 to 164. Heifer mates, 138 to 150. And the 7 to 8 weight cattle, your choice steers, 138 to 152, and the heifers 130 to 142. So pleased with it. Like I said, ended up having a good market test. There had enough cattle to test the market pretty good. Everything, the quality was good today, so got along well.
Y'all got a wean calf sale coming?
Yes, sir. Got this coming Monday. We'll have a wean calf sale. Looks like we're going to have around 800, maybe a few more in that, in conjunction with a regular sale. So I'll know more about those as the week goes on. If anybody wants to give me a call, I can tell them. But there's a lot of 6-weight cattle, it looks like, in it, but a lot of good quality. Got some good strings of cattle coming off a couple big ranches. So looking forward to that, and that'll be next Monday.
Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock. Tell everybody how to contact
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office webpage, liveoaklivestock.com.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Larry.
I'm Larry Marble, and I'm on the line with Aaron Lee from Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. Aaron, why do we need a realtor that specializes in farms, ranches, and vacant land?
Well, Larry, large acreage and vacant land transactions are not the same as residential transactions. There are aspects to negotiations, restrictions, utilities, contracts, marketing, title work, and much more that require expert guidance, something you'll get from a Homestead and Ranch Real Estate agent.
How is it different with y'all?
The agents with Homestead and Ranch Real Estate are rural home and land specialists. Through our continued market research, experience, and our classic approach to customer service, we keep up with prices in an ever-changing market.
How can we get a hold of you?
Well, y'all can reach me directly at 214-985-9862, and I give you my word, I'll call you back. Or you can visit us at www.homesteadandranch.com.
Aaron, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
Thanks, sir.
We're on the line with Colt Adams. They're about to have a sale in El Campo. Colt, what's it looking like?
We're tagging on around 1,000 head tonight. Lots of good calves on the yard, Mr. Larry, and we're real fortunate with a good rain all across the coastal bend this week, too.
What's the shiniest consignment you've seen come down the alleyway so far?
Man, we got about 60 Angus cross steers and heifers coming off one place. They've been weaned 45 days. And then we probably have around 200 good Charolais cross steers for tomorrow, all out of Brayford and Brangus cows. They're pretty darn nice, Mr. Larry.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Colt.
Yes, sir. You can give me a call on my cell at 361-920-1618 or call my brother Tyler Adams at 361-920-1620 or call Homer Aparicio there at 979-216-8084.
Y'all have a good sale, and we'll speak with you after.
You too, Mr. Larry, and I want to let everybody know if they do need any farm or ranch or construction equipment, we do have our sale this coming weekend, December the 3rd, starting at 9 a.m. right here in El Campo as well.
Good deal. We appreciate it. Thank you, Colt.
We appreciate you, Mr. Larry, and y'all have a good night.
Neighbor, this portion of today's program is brought to you by PMI Jourdanton. Call 830-769-1234. That's PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing. Pipe, valves, or fittings, plates, sheet, channel, beam, culverts, purlins, fencing, and supplies. They now stock new pipe and casings. Find them again at PMI Jourdanton, 830-769-1234. Neighbor, let's take a look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. Milo through Corpus in November, March plus 90, $13.59. We'll call Houston, $13.59. We'll call Progresso, March plus $1, $13.77. Yellow corn through Corpus in November, March plus 2, $8.71 and a quarter. We'll call Progresso, March plus 220, $8.91 and a quarter. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in November, March plus 120, $10.15. And we'll call number one beans to Houston, November, December delivery, January less 25, $14.32 and a quarter. Texas cotton, East Texas 466 bales, West Texas 470. Prices ranged on the average 77.51. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas. No brag, just fact, all because you're the best darn farm show listener. We appreciate you doing so on one of our 14 affiliate stations or at downonthefarmradio.com. Good day.